Hey yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy T Fly, but you already know that. While everybody else is talking about what's going on with Black Ops 2 and all that futuristic mess, I'm talking about what's going on in the present. Something that's mattering right now. And that's this super fight. I'm not gonna call it a super fight because it's not the fight that we all were waiting on, but it's still a fight if Mayweather's involved. Yes, indeed it is. I will be watching it. I will be going over somebody else's house watching it. This Wheel of Fortune fail. My phone going off. But anywho, like I said, Miguel Cotto versus Floyd Mayweather. I will be watching it. It'll be coming up in the next couple of hours. So I can't, I got Floyd money on here, money Mayweather. I'm skipping forward into the third round because this fight ended up being longer than I, expected it would be. Lasted longer than I thought it would. And I give you my prediction on what's gonna happen in a little bit, but I'm gonna just get into the fighters because it's like I said, your boy Miss Pac-Man, he ducked and dodged him. He acted like he wanted to fight him, but then when he got exposed against Marquez, he changed his mind and was like, wait a minute, I couldn't run over this guy like Floyd did, so what you think Floyd would do to me? So it's all politics. Bob Arum didn't want to see it happen, so he basically pulled him out of it, so they say. I mean, it's easy to blame the promoter, but the promoter just care about money. They don't care about the fighter. So if it was really about that, then they made it like it was about the money because Floyd would generate more and they wanted a 50-50 split. Let's be real. Pacquiao has not generated that much money on his fights. He's just popular. But the reason why people would pay that much money to see that fight is because he's fighting Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather fighting Marquez drew more than Pacquiao fighting Marquez and Cotto combined. So I'm gonna just get into it real quick, man. Floyd Mayweather, he at 42-0 right now. So I mean, I remember when he came out, I think he first started like 96, went pro. He won the championships at like 130, 135, 140, 147, and at 154. So he's beating people such as De La Hoya, Diego Corrales, rest in peace, Arturo Gatti, rest in peace, Zab Judah, which to me was his toughest fight. It gave him the most go in any fight he's had. Marquez, which was actually beating up on Pacquiao, and Shane Mosley, just turned 35. So he gotta, he gotta get that fight in. If you're gonna get it in, he better do it now because the older you get, he's quick as hell. You're gonna lose a step, man, regardless of how great you are. You don't believe me? Ask Muhammad Ali. So you're gonna go up against Miguel Cotto, out of Puerto Rico. He's 37-2, and I remember he lost to Margarito, which to me, Margarito got caught cheating later against Shane Mosley. Mosley beat his ass anyway, but Margarito ended up, beating up on Cotto, and we can't forget the beat down that Pacquiao put on Cotto. So, Cotto is a good body puncher. He's a really good fighter. Don't get me wrong, he's a good fighter. But I just don't think he's in the class that Floyd is in. He's just not in the class that Floyd is in because I've seen Floyd outclass far better fighters. Down goes Cotto. You see that double uppercut? The first one was a glancer, but the second one really nailed him. Bink! So, I really don't know much else to say other than I think it'll be a pretty entertaining fight. If you want my honest opinion, I think the fight is going to be a better fight than a lot of us think it'll end up being. As you see, I just got rocked, lunging in carelessly, but didn't go down, nothing like that, nothing major. I'm fighting back. So, but like I said, man, I'm a huge boxing fan to be honest with you. So I'm a fan of both fighters. I think that Floyd's catch can style will be a little too much for Cotto because Cotto tends to get careless and try to go in and land big shots. As Floyd, they say he's a boring fighter, but I say he's the smartest fighter on the planet because he'll bore you and lull you to death and but basically welcome you to change your style and try to come at him. And then once you miss, you know, it's over. He's gonna tag you a couple good times. He's not the strongest puncher or anything like that, but he's accurate. You know, his punches, when his punches land, they're crisp and they're quick. And he has blind and fast speed. You know, that jab, man, is unlike any other in the business. So, and if he catch you with that looping right hand, he'll drop you. You know, he'll surprise you and drop you. You don't believe me? Ask Ortiz. Protect yourself at all times, people. Protect yourself at all times. That's all I can say about that. I mean, a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, Floyd." I heard so many people, "Oh, you're a pussy. He hit that dude when he that." Hey, be honest with you, that guy deserved it. You lunge, you headbutt somebody, and you foul him intentionally. I don't care what he says. If you foul somebody intentionally, you gotta be looking forward, you know, to that coming back to you. So you get frustrated because you can't hit the guy, you got him on the ropes, and you can't land a clean shot on him. Then you need to go back to the drawing board. Don't get mad and intentionally try to headbutt a guy. So Cotto, wow, my lord, look at this. Bow. He just drew back, made him miss. Look at how quick that was. Bow. Yes. And I thought he was going to stay down after that, but Cotto's got heart, man. People say what they want about Miguel Cotto. He's a good fighter. At one point, nobody wanted to fight him because those body shots that dude could land, man, you don't know about boxing, man. A well-placed body punch will hurt you more than a well-placed punch to the face any day. You know, I did that coming out of high school, so I know the grueling, you know, aspects of training that stuff is, the toll it takes on your body. You know, you have to basically become a hermit and just train for like months at a time before a fight. Train 6 days a week, like 10 hours a day. It's a price to pay, man. That's why those guys get paid the big bucks and they can demand that type of money, because the toll they take on their body. And you look at a lot of these fighters, you know, man, after they're done fighting, half of them don't have anything to show for themselves. So you can't get mad at these guys wanting top dollar. And you know, a lot of people criticize Floyd. Oh, he's so flashy and all of that. Does he go overboard with it sometimes? Yes, he does. He is about to serve, I believe, a 60-day, 30-day or a 60-day jail sentence after this fight. I believe he's scheduled to go in like June, sometime in June. So he getting that one big payday. He wanted Pacquiao, but apparently Pacquiao didn't want no parts of Floyd Money Mayweather. So Cotto stepped up to the plate. Cotto recognized a payday when he see one. I mean, you never know what can happen, man. One thing, like I said before, in boxing, MMA, you know, one punch can change the fight, man. One punch can change a fight. How many of you remember when Mike Tyson got beat by Buster Douglas, you know, in Tokyo? I was a kid then, but I remember watching something with my grandfather. I'm sitting on the floor, he's sitting on the couch. We turned away from it for a second. And I'm sitting there like, damn, buddy is really taking it to Mike. So he turns it after like the second round. And he forgets to even turn back to it until one of his friends called him. And I can hear the guy over the phone like, Wayne, you hear this motherfucker? And I just hear my grandfather like, what? We turned to it, lo and behold, Tyson. Done. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, his career was never the same since then. So psychologically, man, it can take a toll on you as well as physically. So let's just hope nobody ends up really hurt after this fight. Of course, you don't want to see anybody get carried out on a stretcher or have to go to the hospital, because they both have families. So you definitely don't want to see that. Boxing is a grueling sport, man. So, you know, I have all the respect in the world for people that do it professionally. So just hope and pray, man, nobody gets hurt. Everybody comes out of it okay. But if you want my prediction, whether you care or not, I'm gonna give it to you anyway. My prediction that actually it could go two ways. I want to say this fight will be stopped in the 9th round, because Cotto is gonna get swollen up or something like that. Floyd's just gonna catch him so bad that the ref's just gonna end up stopping it, or his corner might stop it, or it might just go the distance and Floyd will win, you know, by like a unanimous decision. Because Cotto's a real good puncher, but I just can't see him catching Floyd with enough of those punches, you know, because Floyd is the best defensive fighter in boxing. So as long as it don't turn into a Chad Dawson, Bernard Hopkins one, where, you know, he just starts wrestling and doing takedowns, and guys faking like his shoulders separated because he was getting his ass whooped. Yeah, Bernard, I said it. And oh, yeah, you see that punch, boy? That's what I'm saying, man. This can happen, but this can go either way. This fight can go either way. It can always go either way in boxing, man. So, and before this, you know, this fight comes to a close, man, I just want to give a rest in peace to MCA from the Beastie Boys. Lost a great one in hip hop. Rest in peace, buddy. Cancer is near and dear to me, so like I said, I know, you know, how that feels to lose someone that you're close to the cancer. Maybe one day I'll do a video talking about that. Maybe I won't, because that's like really close to home. So that's all I got, man. Get ready for this fight. I know I'm about to. Down goes Cotto. That's my prediction. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.